What is that?
Douglas Circle, and look at the train station here on the left. See the red globes now. The red is the entrance and the to the right. This is interesting because there was so much. Oh, what do you see? Until rush hour this evening. This is very residential. 125th Street and 116th Street. Those are both pretty commercial streets. This is Malcolm X. Hamburg, and that's low-income housing. And so some of the apartments have balconies or have terraces. So for the most part, you know, it's just this particular area, though they have called it Reverend John P. Ladson Place, but that's just the 16th Street, and you'll get to see the Malcolm Shabazz Mosque. Look to the left, and you see the illuminated. You is get on the red line, right? And you want to take the number 2 train. The number 2 train, and you want to get off at 116th Street. Empire State Building. And you know something? Many people say it doesn't matter what you see in New York City. West side of the park, now we are on the east side of the park. This to the right, this little circle, this is graffiti mural. This is called Museum Mile. Look to the left. This is El Museo del Barrio. And this is a Spanish museum. Quickly up now on the right. And you see the difference now. You saw the one dog walker in Central Park, but look at the real estate now. Look at the doorman on his cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Famous building. Another big controversy because it's so modern looking. New York who never saw her. There are people who used to see her. You know, I had a friend who saw her in a nursery. She went and they were looking at all the new babies, and they looked next to them, and there's this lady going, "Oh, how cute," and it was Jackie. But I never saw her. But anyway, when she died, she's really very well loved in New York. She saved grandson. The apartment at the Cartier exhibit is just wonderful. It's dazzling, though. They said take your sunglasses because the Cartier exhibit here to the right side.
Close today, okay.
Well, that's true, but you've got on the east side. It's on 3rd Avenue. We're going to make a loop because our lunch is really uptown, close to where we are now. Now, we're getting to 59th Street, and you should know that that's where Bloomingdale's is, at 59th and left. They use the same locations all the time. You know why? So that wherever these movies are seen in the world, you know, in the first frame, it's New York. And that's why the Plaza, Rockefeller Center, Empire State Building, and we were talking about Sleepless in Seattle. Someone's a hotel to the right side. The main entrance on Central Park South and the 5th Avenue entrance. Look quickly to the left. Welcome to our world. Welcome to our world. So it's really cute. Bergdorf's are so stunning. The prices are ridiculous. Look to the left. That company right next door. This is Disney. Ah, Fire and Bijon on the left. You have to have an appointment to shop at Bijon. Cartier, celebrating 150 years. Now, this is Rockefeller Center, and what we're going to do with Cathedral. This is Roman Catholic, is very outspoken, and this is the center. Very wealthy parish as well, but not as wealthy as the Trinity Church downtown because of the real estate I was talking about. This is sort of has a very wealthy congregation. To the right side, I showed you Atlas with the world. This is and Jewelry Way, nothing but diamonds and jewelry on both sides there. This is called Little Brazil here at 46th Street because there's so many Brazilian restaurants up and down that street. Getting to 42nd Street, and 42nd Street, by the way, is a street that changes personalities many times. Look to the left, this is today's man for our one and only man. This is a shopping place for you. Whenever a New York City virgin over 16 walks by, they turn their heads and look. They've never moved yet. Look to the right. 34th Street and Broadway. Herald Square. We're going to try to get you to see that visually because there's some discount shops there. Remember the name Conway. That's one of the shops if you're looking for real bargains. They have some nice ones there. Here to the left side now, this is Grand Central Station, and you can look up at the top of it for, you know, the rest of their lives, but here for extended stays, they need something more than a hotel, but not quite a full apartment. Right here. He built up there on both sides. You see how it's overhead? The car, that is the Secretariat. That's the name of it. It's each delegate. So what happens is you have most of the office work being done there, but this whole neighborhood is very isolated in a way. There's no subway system over here. And you don't run into people over here unless they work in the United Nations or they are 185, all standing. They are arranged in alphabetical order. So you can see how pretty this is. The General Assembly. To the left side, 3 UN Plaza. That's a hotel, and they have office facilities in there as well. This is the entrance for anybody who's going to come over and take a tour. This is the main visitor's entrance, and the building in the distance, that in. Good defeats evil. You mean, but in Chinatown, they have a real jewelry district as well. Not the same quality as what you're going to get on 47th Street, but real diamonds, real emeralds, and better prices. Costume jewelry, you want to go, we've just passed the bridge traffic, but you still get a lot of traffic on this side of town. We are headed to the park. And if you're not 10 minutes away from a park, let's say you're down where all the big buildings are, you're supposed to be able to go into an atrium. Now, can you guess why that is? We are guaranteed... Well, that's part, it is true. She said you don't get the feel of claustrophobia with all the buildings. It definitely has to do with the buildings. It is a compensation to New York for all the sunlight that we lose to the skyscrapers. Mixed in the olds and the new. I have seen some of them, and they'll do only one pedigree. You know, they'll have like old Cocker Spaniels or old Dalmatians. But this is already tough. So thank God we haven't run into any today, but it is continuously going on. It happens all the time. Phone lines, power lines, all underground. Okay, so what time are we going to come back on the coach?
Really good. Have you seen she's got no flash on it to bounce off? What this is? Hey, do you remember that time when we were in that? When I was in I was telling her, Grace.
Just the rusty.
No. And I kept the rusty colour. I used to work for trading. I was going to go to Mrs. Strawberry, and I was really scared. Like, is that it? You know, when I tried to tell it, my friend came up.
City College of New York, or CUNY, City University of New York. And you can see this is all students over here at Hunter. This coming up, this building is part of the whole Hunter complex, but this is part of the high school. They have a school that goes from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. That's part of Hunter. So Lexington, if you notice the shops on both sides now, every neighborhood is completely self-sufficient when it comes to shops, movie theaters, libraries. We get into a little bit of traffic right here because we're getting closer to 59th Street, which is Bloomingdale's. Bloomingdale's is the largest tenant, but notice the shops along the left side very, very well, and the little ones. The flags straight ahead on the left side. That's where Bloomingdale's is. Look at the lipstick building. Look straight ahead. You have to sort of duck down in the back and to the right. See the building?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh yes.
To the right side, you have to look down and up really quickly and sort of bend down to see it. Has a nice top on it. Also, you know when they say the city never sleeps, it really is true. There are some people, there are really late night shifts in a lot of the office buildings, and so there are lots of restaurants and delis that stay open to cater to them. And also, if you, Rockefeller Center though, is that if you want to set up a professional shoot there, it takes about 2 years just to go through the paperwork. But for snaps, you can snap away and take as many as you'd like. This is brownstone too, by the way.
Yeah.
Now think of brownstone. We're looking at the back here buildings. Now one is in Rockefeller Center. This is the back of the Waldorf coming up on the right side. And the Waldorf is where the president stays when he's in town, because they have underground a Secret Service parking garage just for the president. Guess how much it costs to stay in the presidential suite? $4,000 a night. Is that amazing? Here's the Bull and Bear. This is the famous bar that's part of the Waldorf. Does that name ring a bell? Look to the right, and that's the front of the Waldorf. They are very, very expensive. You have Barney's. Have you heard of that store? Barney's. That's a very you find a lot. The God that gave fire and drama to mankind. And again, remember what I said about the art, the public works of art. To the left side, this is the Today Show. But the other street that and you saw, did you see a show last night? So did you see some of this?
We saw a lot of it a few times.
Virgin Megastore with Sony Theaters Underground. This is the official All-Star Cafe.
Ah.
Yeah, Monica Seles, Andre Agassi, Shaquille O'Neal, Ken Griffey Jr. We want to try to get over. Can we make a right here and then left? Is that possible? No. Okay. Look straight ahead. Times Square is called Times Square because of the New York Times. And If you look here to the right, the New York Times is on 43rd Street. Look to the right, and on the right side of the... Staying away from what's in front of. And there's a man sewing. Let's see if we can see him, if the trucks aren't blocking him. He's called the garment. There he is with the machine.
It's a singer.
Yeah. And if all goes well, I'm going to come back by the front of it, since this is an important travel part for you. But look, if you were in a taxi from your hotel, we're on 7th, and you're just going down, 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 right? At 34th, you get out, and you can walk 34th over to Macy's, and you have all the other shops. Look to the left, you see all the delivery trucks. But you don't want to pay. Here's Macy's. This is the men's store. This is the back of Macy's. Look to the south of Houston Street or in Soho. S-O-H-O. What do we see? Oh. Dogs. It looks like... This area, they also used to call this Hell's 100 Acres. What they call a certification, which means that you have to prove each year that you make your money only by selling your art in order to live in Soho. Because the village got outpriced from the artists, you know, and they're trying to prevent that here, but I don't think it's worth it. Fire escapes. That is a particular kind of architecture, and this is the highest concentration of cast iron facade anywhere in the country. Outpost for Timberlands, if you're interested in that, and Flag. Now they have lots of great prices in there, and it's very casual, the clothing. In restaurants. It is, on the left side, this is Confucius Square. That's Confucius standing there. That's what's down here, and you can see, look at these buildings, completely different from Midtown, isn't it? Pace University, there's another school. Okay, looking on the right side, this is City Hall Park on the Bull Market. That was the membership. Gentlemen could play a game of bowls here in the Bowling Green. Look at the beautiful building behind it, though. That is the Museum of the American Indian. Isn't that pretty? It's very ornate.
So that's interesting.
Next one is Europe, and then after that is America, with Asia on the end over there. And there's an Indian on the American one on the other side. You can't see him, but it was like an omen. These apartment houses, and this was all built, and many of the people living here work on Wall Street. Before this complex went up, the windows here on the left, that's the World Financial Center. That is basically 4 companies, Oppenheimer, Dow Jones, Merrill Lynch, and American Express. And you see, this is a bridge that just takes you across the street. This is West Street. This, the Marriott, which is a building that's part of the World Trade Center. That's where the bomb went off in 19... And we're going home now. You all have to sing with me, though. New York, New York. Okay, you thought you were getting away without that? Oh, no. I'm leaving today. Away.
I'd like to give back to his grandmother.
You've got to imagine you're falling in love with me. Use your imagination. I know it's hard to imagine. Yes. On this night. I'm in love. Hey, she's great. Both of you are great. You both got the part. Okay, big man. Don't forget the old name at the end.
Who was it? I can't get it. She was good, that's good. Well, let's hope it gives her a big break then. Yeah, that's great. Well, I'm going to take you back, ladies and gentlemen, to a show that's at least 28 years old, which is far too old for most of you to remember. Well, there's so much brooding, Nottingham would have. And finally, from so much brooding, his brains dry up. He lays down the melancholy burden of sanity and conceives the strangest project ever imagined. To become a knight errant and sally forth into the world to right or wrongs. Have you any idea what I'm talking about? Because I haven't either. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the song is from Man of La Mancha, To Dream the Impossible Dream. To dream the unbeatable fall, to bear with unbearable sorrow. Let's hear it. To bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave do not go, to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar. But my heart will I've had my fill and my share of losing. But now, as tears subside, I find it all just so amusing. Oh, I planned a life that's full, and I traveled each and every byway. But more, much more than this. Come on, everybody, let's hear you. I did. Unprompted. Out here, we out here in New York. I want to wake up in this crazy old city that just refuses to sleep. To find that king of the crop and top of the heap. My little town blues, they're just melting away. I'm gonna have me a brand new start out here, be out here in old New York. If I can make it right here, I'm gonna make it back home in Leicester Square. It's up to you, New York, New York. Shall we do it once more for good luck? Yeah, once more, why not? Oh, nice solo here. Don't forget losers to sleep. To find out top of the list, king of the crop, king number one. My little town blues, they're just melting away. Up to you, New York, New. Come on, everybody, New York, New York. God bless. See you later, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Glenn Bailey.
Take a photo of it, just to get the atmosphere. Take mine out.
I think I got it upstairs. Which room up there? Yeah, I'll go there.
You get the best one.
Wonderful, Grace, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful. It's really inspired by all that.
Inspired your what? Did she say Grace inspired her what?
Yeah.
Got off the boat just in time, huh? You water the what?
No.
No la veus? Aquí fora així, de cap allà. Va de cap allà.
Ah, sí, sí, sí.
Thundering?
Sí. Oh, i tant.
Molt bé.
Can't believe it's raining. From this far and it's raining. That rain. Absolutely. It's raining in here as well, Pam. Yeah. I'm going to have to. No, it reflects through glass.
We're going by Yankee Field.
See if they've got a lorry, trailer, whatever you call
Too far to go. It's a different area altogether, isn't it? Not a skyscraper anywhere.
Just goes to show that can be nice.
Been up there.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, look at those houses. I said to you yesterday, there's no houses in New York. It's all apartments.
I can't believe you. You don't want to go to Avon? That hurts me.
Oh, no, we'd rather be here with decided.
Okay, good. So that's
Very quick.
That's the capital of the state of New York, Albany. It's about 2 hours drive. A little difficult, but you will be able to. And on your right, you over to your right is a little further north is Bear Mountain. It's a national park. This is a beautiful. They're paying for the view they have of the Hudson River. Those homes go for like $2 million.
So that's
You're right.
yeah, this nice way to put the coffee on.
I would have taken you there for coffee.
Just a day off.
Along the Hudson River, you have little villages that are, for artists, and it's just very nice, beautiful, quaint little villages. Look at those homes on those hills. They are, I call them obscene. They're so big. Some of you may know Helen Hayes. One of those famous actors. She died about 3 years ago. She was like in her 50s. She used to have
Piermont. It's a beautiful little town. And what you're seeing here in front of you, this is called the Palisades. They call the Hudson River the Rhine of this side of the world because of the views you have from when you take a cruise on the Hudson River. Okay, so if you want to drive, you know how to get here, right?
All right. Yeah, fine. Hot fruit tonight.
Sussed it out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no problem.
And you have to drive it once.
No problem.
There are a lot of huge corporations in this area, but
Is it the close?
well, yeah.
And you went.
I go there. They're all shopping. From the gardens. Just to slow down and registers, and you get a bill at the end of the month.
This is what Ali is doing. Yeah, she's doing it. She read the day and went to sleep and she was late.
For 14B, don't forget when you drive here. There's
Morning.
I'm going to take a photo of her. I don't want to get a photo. A photo? You photo it up.
Right. No, I get used to it.
Pretty sticky. Peel it off, yeah. Peel it off.
Well, yeah, it seems to be a bigger one. Yeah. It's amazing though when you look back at all the products. All changed a lot, haven't they? Beautiful shapes of bottles and everything, didn't they? Certainly.
Things, because you lost PE costumes. Get that Amazon brochures or...
Quite nice with the door behind it and all. But I wouldn't want every year one.
I think there's enough space for you.
Yeah? That's why we're
Are you fitted? Oh, good.
Go on, Sally Ann.
Enjoying yourself?
Yes, thank you.
My name is Michael Talaska. I'm the Vice President of U.S. Manufacturing and General Manager of Manufacturing of this facility. I'd like to also introduce Neil Scancarella, who is our Group Vice President of Global Research and Development. And on behalf of all the associates here at Avon Suffern, I just want to let you know that we're delighted to have you visit us today and want to salute you for your tremendous accomplishments as the top-selling representatives in the United Kingdom. So we applaud your accomplishments and certainly look forward to you continuing in that esteemed status. And It's very notable, I guess, as well, your visit here today, because this is the year that we're celebrating our 100th anniversary of being in operation at this site. This was Avon's first site, first permanent site, and it's, matter of fact, it's 100 times larger than the original site on this property. So we have grown some over the years, which is good news to all of us. And we're going to have a whirlwind tour today. There's no doubt about that. And we want to break up into 6 groups. And what we'll do is have 3 groups, and I think this works out to be about 9 people in each group, that will tour through manufacturing, another 3 groups that will take a brief tour through some of the research areas. We'll get back together here at 11:30 and switch over. So the folks that toured through R&D will switch over to manufacturing and vice versa. We understand you also wanted to visit the company store here, so we'll try and include that for a few minutes as well. You're going to be in New York City tomorrow, and we have our brand new headquarters operations there, and they also have a great new company store in headquarters. So I hope you'll have an opportunity to stop by there. So once again, welcome to all.
Just a couple of quick words. I also would like to congratulate you on your success. The UK as a market is very close to us in the way we support it. We do all of our global research and development here in Suffern, but we are out to the local markets, as Sandy knows. And myself, my staff have been in the UK many times. It's a great country and a fabulous market for us. And just to bring it down to a little bit of a local note, we work very closely with the Northampton facility. We work very closely with the proprietary organizations in the UK, with the EU directives in terms of alternative to animal testing. And you probably know Avon was one of the first cosmetic companies to stop animal testing back in 1988, although publicly we say 89 because that's when we formally announced it. And we also support FRAME, which is a non-profit organization in the UK, most of you are familiar with grants as well as ECVAM. So we're very closely related with the UK and the efforts that are going on in the UK. Hopefully we can show you a little bit of that today. You know, as Mike said, it's an abbreviated tour. This is typically a 4-hour walkthrough, talk about what we do. So we'll be flying through the building today, but hopefully you'll get a feel for that.
Got your roller skates on.
And then you're probably on UK time yet anyway, so I hope we have a good 30 minutes. And we have voicemail. Thank you.
Just one final note relative to the manufacturing tour. We have bouffants as well as safety glasses, similar to these that can be worn over regular eyeglasses that we'll have to wear in the production areas. Okay? So we'll have myself, Stephen Heater, the gentleman over there. We'll show you some of our hospital products, and then also our high-speed automated lipstick production. We are decorating the stand to this machine. It goes through a heating tunnel, and this way we can have a common case that's decorated in many different ways. Building expansion that has occurred over this time. So we are producing on 4 different levels in this facility. It's not the way you would lay out a manufacturing facility if you were building one today. But that's why you see the price tag. See a lot of the work. Did you get your house from marriage? Lipstick from these 2 production lines. Right there, now it's cooling from home, but it's actually extracted. It's pulled, the mechanism out, is now the form set up content. See a product that has excessive pinholes or aesthetically does not meet our standards, you'll break off that pomade. That's we've done with the feet here. We have a mechanical problem that's being addressed at this end of the line, so everything is being shut down too. So you can see now going to the down. They're all mixed together in this automatic assembly. And now we have a completed packer.
That's a new shape. We don't have that in England.
Beg your pardon?
Man, we just asked him, he's mentioned that as well. Are you spent out yet, ladies?
Oh, second Oh, dear.
And you, Grace? Spent out yet?
Nearly.
Does is they will evaluate a product, they'll put it on people and they'll see how well it wears, you know, whether or not your nail enamel is going to chip, whether or not your eyeshadow is going to crease, whether or not your lipstick is going to stay on or for how long it will stay on. They might say it's too thin. So all of that is done through our sensory evaluation group. And I'm going to take you in so that you can see some pictures of how they evaluate how well an eyeliner will wear or a lipstick or an eyeshadow, how even the blush might be applied or how well the nail enamel.
Microscopic.